I really don't like making videos like this, y'all, but, something's gotta be said and something's gotta be done, and I've had many YouTubers reach out to me and say, hey, David, could you talk about this, and I have some of them. We're going to hear from some of them in today's video as well, because I'm kind of speaking from the heart here. I don't really have a script to go off of or anything. I do some notes that I do, some pertinent information, some points that I want to cover here, but I'm really just speaking to you from the heart. You constantly hear, no AI art, no AI in video games, no AI slop, no AI thumbnails. But then whenever the YouTube channel pops up, that's 100% AI created with an AI voice and AI slop and AI stolen scripts and AI stolen videos and of course, tons of AI thumbnails, it suddenly becomes, wow, this is great. Where do I sign up? Quick, I've got to like, hype, and subscribe. Wonderful. I don't really understand the thought process here. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Sage Games and RPGs, which is a huge AI slop JRPG channel that is blatantly stealing everybody else's content. And this doesn't just affect content creators on YouTube, y'all. It definitely affects you, the audience, as well. Because, if all these crappy AI channels are popping up and they're really successful, then, what's the point of true, honest-to-goodness, passionate fans doing this? They'll all just drop out. And eventually YouTube will become 100% AI created, as, that's just what people are watching. I mean, look at these thumbnails, look at these videos, and look at the watch numbers on these videos. People are eating up this AI slop like it's, Thanksgiving dinner. So, yeah. We can tell that the thumbnails, just from a glance, are obviously AI. I mean, not a single frickin' one of these are actually video games. They kind of look something maybe like a video game? Like 3 or 4 video games combined into one weirdo video game, but they're not real, you know what I mean? So let's look at the videos, because it just gets worse. Here we are in 10 essential SNES RPGs that every serious gamer should play. Oh, look, it's Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, and look, it's my friend Zygor. Oh, great, so Zygor's footage was taken here. But it looks like this whole thing is a conglomeration of a ton of stolen footage, because it goes from stealing from Zygor to stealing from somebody named Razor to then stealing from the very generically named Hero. Okay, sure, whatever. The very next game on their list is Trials of Mana, and in an English channel, you would think that they would be playing in English, but no, it's like in some foreign language, like Spanish or Portuguese or French or something. I'm not really sure what language it is, but it starts off in a foreign language, and then it inexplicitly goes back into English, only for Breath of Fire, the very next game on the list, to also start off in a foreign language, but then go back to English again in another stolen Let's Play where Ryu is renamed Liam, and then after that, it goes back to the stolen Spanish footage. Like, what? I've got to say, though, I think that he got a little tiny bit smarter in 10 Final Fantasy classics that you need to know, because here, he quite literally just, blurred out everybody's name. So you know that it's stolen footage, because that's how you can tell. They probably named themselves after the channel or whatever, and he's like, oh, I probably got caught in a previous video, so I better blur those things out, because people will catch me, and he only blurred them out for Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 3. The games where you actually have to, rename your characters. Though, I've got to say, a little bit later on in the video, he got a little bit dumber, because in the Mystic Quest portion, the hero starts off as Demo Play. I know, Demo Play. Then it becomes the canon name Benjamin, and then Razor pops up again, straight out of Lufia, so he's stealing this Razor guy's stuff again. And then the screen kind of morphs into this 360p thing from 20-something years ago, where the guy is named Motron. Kind of like the medicine. What? It's an absolute joke. Next up, in 10 perfect classic RPGs that put modern games to shame, and by the way, this is just scratching the surface. These are just 3 random videos that just happen to pop up just to be oh, what can I find? And wow, I found a lot in just 3 random videos. How the comment section isn't calling this guy out left and right is beyond me. But anyway, here in Dragon Quest V, we're greeted with some sort of frames per second thing over on the side. I don't know what's up with that. And then the hero's name changes from Hero, kind of like Alufia, to then Jack, and it just kind of like flips flops between Jack and Hero because, you know, he's obviously stealing from two different people. We're all gamers here, we're all smart people, we're all technologically savvy. We really should be media literate enough to realize that this channel is a complete and total scam. But now, let's hear from another person that he stole from, Hoodley, because, oh gosh, his footage was stolen pretty blatantly. I mean, look at this border. It's ridiculous that he got away with this and no one called him out.
When Derek oh so kindly informed me someone was using my Atelier Iris videos without credit or permission, my first thought was, wait, why would anyone take my videos? How desperate are they? Until I checked and realized it was one of those scummy AI channels that hacks other people's work to pieces and uploads at a rapid-fire pace to make easy engagement and ad revenue. Something I worked hard to create, spent hours making, put out into the ether for others to enjoy, chucked into a wood chipper, and smashed together with the works of who knows how many others for the sake of some faceless, lazy rando to swipe some quick cash. And because they don't actually put in any effort, they crank out videos like crazy, so they get easy engagement from basic topics and steal from more and more people while poisoning the well for all viewers involved. How many creators noticed their works being pillaged by channels like this and didn't have the power to do anything about it? It's an awful feeling and an insult to anyone who puts their time and effort into creating real videos or any work of art. Like, if you clearly don't have the interest of making the videos yourself, go away! Leave this space for people who actually want to try making stuff. Don't go chucking your gray goo voids of personality nonsense onto YouTube. But then it isn't like YouTube will do anything about it. So at the very least, if you're going to steal, do a better job of it. Did you think those pink and yellow stripes were part of the game? Now look, I understand using clips by other people. I do that in a lot of my own videos. If I mention something offhand and need some footage for like 2 seconds, I'm probably just gonna borrow it if I don't have it recorded by myself already. So I'll use snippets from channels like Long Play Archive or 10-minute gameplay because they'll tend to have what I'm looking for. But things being done by Sage Games and RPGs, if that's even their real name, is just taking unique videos and whacking them to bits in such a lazy way. Like, the section taken from my channel are just my own videos. Nothing else, just jump cutted to avoid any more specific edits I made in the video. Likely a way to make copyright striking harder. Creators put so much of themselves into the work they create, and not only do AI channels have nothing of themselves to include, they're actively ruining works made by others. And to see these kinds of channels being rewarded for doing so just sucks. I know not everyone can spot AI garbage when it pops up, but it's so disheartening to see views like this for a channel being run by someone who clearly doesn't care what gets made so long as it gets them more ad revenue. I don't know if this video will really do anything besides spread the word, but hopefully something will come of it. Make sure to support real creators, everyone, not a fancy toaster and a burglar mask.
So, just like he said, with the slightest modicum of effort, you can totally tell that this is an AI channel. But he also mentioned Super Derek, because Super Derek was actually the one who brought this to my attention, because he got his footage stolen too. Take it away, Derek.
Hey everybody, I'm Super Derek. Thanks for having me on, David. They say that imitation is the highest form of flattery, but I think if that were true, I'd feel a little less weirded out about this whole situation surrounding Sage Games and RPGs. This is a channel that, as far as I can tell, is almost entirely AI generated. From its scripts to its voiceover, probably its editing, the only thing that isn't AI generated about it came from my YouTube channel and other YouTube channels, other people's hard work and finished edited videos, and chopped them up into Frankensteins of videos, essentially. And they also use AI generated thumbnails of video games that don't actually exist. You've probably seen them around and should probably know to stay away at this point because it's all clickbait. I feel really weirded out about this channel because I found out about it shortly after I was laid off and made the decision to go full-time on YouTube here to try to stay alive a little bit longer, not lose the house or anything, only to find this guy is like competing against me with my own footage, making probably a lot more money based off of the views. And it's really disheartening because after putting in like 12 years of effort into building up this YouTube channel, this whole community, to see it just kind of like, oh, you made that? I made this. I haven't made a video of it of my own because I know that a lot of like my existence is thanks in no small part to the concept of fair use. One of those textbook definitions of fair use is for reviews and things, but one of the others is also transformative works. And is this guy doing transformative work? Is he using my footage in a collage? It feels really rough, you know, to see all of that happening, to take that hard work and claim it for themselves, feels really bad. That's all I really had to say. I don't really have a nice way to tidy this whole thing up except to say, hey, if you don't know who I am, I'm Super Derek. It'd be cool if you checked out my channel. It meant a whole lot to me, honestly. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible stuff, and here I was actually able to find exactly where he stole the footage from Dragon Quest II. You can literally see it is the exact same screenshot. And the poor guy who actually made this content in the first place got 143 views, while this AI scam artist got 87,000 views. That's complete bullshit. This is what I'm talking about. You have the real person, 143 views, AI scam artist, 87,000 views. Like, is any real person gonna stay on YouTube? No, it's just gonna become AI slop crap constantly. And then we have the same thing here in Dragon Quest V. I mean, who names the daughter Chi-Chi? Well, apparently Vice Network does, and he blatantly ripped them off too. And that's some pretty damning evidence, y'all, isn't it? And I'm coming to you just to say, please, please do your due diligence. Support real artists, real writers, real creators, and real editors. It is so important in this day and age of AI and media literacy until YouTube finally decides to get off their asses and do something about this. It's up to us, the gamers, and the JRPG fans to do something. And yeah, I am here declaring war on AI. Let's get rid of this channel by mass reporting it. It's the only resource that we have. Let them know that what they are doing will not be tolerated. It's the only thing that we can do. It's the only recourse that we have to get rid of these AI channels that are spreading all this false information and stealing all this content. They are stealing hard-working, full-time YouTubers' content and taking money straight out of their pockets, and then they're feeding false information to you, the audience. For the future of YouTube and the future of just like journalistic integrity in general, we really can't allow this to stand. We need to put our foot down right here, right now, and let them know that we are not going to be tolerating this. They need to be unsubscribed from and unfollowed from, as well as mass reported and finally be taken down. And it is up to you, the viewers, to take control of what kind of content that you want to see on YouTube. Because if you don't do anything about it now, this is just the beginning of AI, y'all. Like, it's only been around for what, a year or so now? Like, just wait till 5 years down the line comes and 50% of YouTube is complete AI. Like, it's insane. We have to do something about it, and we have to do something now. Thank you all for listening, and have a good day.